The family of the late Timothy Mwandi Mombo, a former assistant commissioner of police, is yet to bury him. The Lee Funeral Home has refused to release the body even after the court ordered the morgue to do so. What's special about this story, you may ask? Well, the body of this former police boss has been at the morgue for 5 years now, and some of the family members are reading malice into this as a cover-up of a possible murder of the former police boss. Charity Mwangi has more details.
A family gathers outside the Lee Funeral Home. Their loss may not be fresh, but the pain that has accumulated over the last 5 years is quite heavy on them. The body of their kin, Timothy Mwandi Mombo, former Nairobi police boss, has been held without cause for close to 6 years now. A family dispute over where the body should be buried seems to be the cause of the delayed funeral, as explained by the family lawyer, Mary Moigai.
They don't want their father buried, and they don't want their father buried in his home. They want him buried in his daughter-in-law's house.
Efforts by the family to get the body released by the Lee Funeral Home have hit a dead end. Part of the family reads mischief into the events that led to the death of the former Nairobi police boss Mwandi Mombo. After the post-mortem over 5 years ago, it emerged that some body parts went missing, a possible murder cover-up.
After viewing the body, we realized that it had the brain had an hematoma. And there was blood oozing out of the mouth and the nostrils. And the heart, according to the first pictures which were shown, had ruptured. And there were also some external bruises.
When the second postmortem was to go on, there was no heart. And there was also missing were the intestines and kidney.
What we suspected was maybe some slow poisoning, and that may not have, caused the effect they thought it would, and then they ended up, beating him up.
Pathologist Moses Njuega Shoki, who conducted the postmortem on behalf of this family, has since been charged with organ theft, a case that is yet to be resolved, according to the aggrieved family. While the burial of the deceased and the preservation of his dignity may be important, the Wrangles have unearthed an ugly tussle over the estate of the former police boss.
We are talking about close to $1 billion plus. Yeah, the estate is quite large. Actually, what happened is by about July, August, the two who don't want to bury their father had actually sold one of the properties in Isili, a hospital.
The family got court orders to have the body buried in the deceased's ancestral home. The opposing family members sought orders to stay the previous orders. Since then, the stay orders were vacated and fresh orders directed the immediate release of the body that now the management of the morgue has failed to honor.
The matter is being handled by our lawyers, and we've given the family our lawyers' number so they can get in touch with us.
The mortuary charges have accumulated to 4,697,500 shillings. The family has been able to offset a payment of 2,600,000 shillings, and now the balance stands at 2,097,500 shillings. NTV has tried to reach the other side of the family through the eldest son, Billy Mbuvi, to no avail. 5 years and counting, the body of the late Timothy Mwandi Mombo remains here at the Lee Funeral Home. The funeral plans have been put on ice, and instead battle lines have been drawn for the man's body and his estate. Charity Mwangi, NTV.